Good damn evening, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, and you know where you need to be when you're done viewing this video. JerichoGreen.net. That's right, you got it. And you must defend yourself with the best tactical flashlight on the market. Fighterflare.com. Use promo code Jericho25 for 25% off. And the U.S. just experienced its largest annual increase in murders ever. According to the FBI statistics, the national murder rate rose 30% in 2020, the highest it's been in 6 decades. Crime is at an all-time high. Self-defense is more relevant now than ever. The Fighter Flare flashlight is my favorite self-defense tool. Here's why. Firstly, the Fighter Flare flashlight has an ultra-bright strobe light that can blind attackers. Secondly, it's powered entirely via built-in solar panels. Third, the Fighter Flare flashlight comes with a built-in compass, wire cutter, arc lighter, and more. I recommend the Fighter Flare flashlight for all of my followers, but remember, there's a drastic backup in the supply chain across the country. If you order today, you'll get your Fighter Flare flashlight just in time for the holidays. Plus, 25% off during the pre-Black Friday special using promo code Black Friday. Fighterflare.com or click the link below to order now. So, good news, everybody. Ding dong, the wicked mandate witch is half dead. Hopefully to be completely dead permanently. So OSHA has decided to suspend their support and their implementation of the Biden vaccine mandate that's supposed to take place. I think January 4th is supposed to kick off. So there was I think the 6th Circuit Court, if I'm not mistaken, they put a block to it, and OSHA decided they're not going to back it either. It's been suspended, but suspension implies a temporary nature about it, meaning it could be reenacted as much as it can be permanently, put off or stopped. But my question is, why in the entire hell has it gotten to this point? Why do we need a court to step in? Why would OSHA pick now to not support this? Why would they be behind this? Why does it get to this point? Why does it have to take some court to stand up and say, hey, this isn't constitutional, when you and I both know this isn't constitutional? And if the powers that be, I use that term loosely, they know that shit too. So how did it get this far? Why did somebody have to stand up and save us from this? Why would our own elected officials do this to us? I got an email from my job the other day talking about come January 4th, if you're not vaccinated, you got to pay. If you haven't got the poke, you got to pay your own money. And I think my insurance covers it. But if nothing else, you have to take your time out of your personal life to go get tested for this shit once a week. And then every negative test buys you another 7 days. Oh, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to hang around at my job that I've been at for years for one more week. Thank you, almighty ruler. That's the sad part, that it comes to a point where a court has to stand up and stop this. It shouldn't have been on the table in the first place. When has this shit ever happened? When have they been this ravenous about some kind of medical treatment or some kind of vaccination that they want you to get? They weren't acting like this when AIDS came out. AIDS! You ever seen Philadelphia? They weren't acting like this when fucking AIDS was a problem. But this shit comes along, and of course, it doesn't take much. You can go to the CDC website, use the CDC's numbers, and see that this is bullshit. When you look at only COVID deaths, people that just had the sweet and sour sniffles, and that's what took them out, that number pales in comparison to the numbers that they have for people that died with the sweet and sour sniffles and something else, when they already had pre-existing conditions that were very serious. What do they call it? Comorbidity? They had other shit that was very serious, and the sweet and sour sniffles is just the illness straw that broke the camel's back. But for some reason, there are a whole lot of us who don't want to look at those numbers, who just don't think to look at them, or they just take what the mainstream mediocres give them. And they believe that shit. How? How did we get to this point? If the Sixth Circuit Court didn't step in, what was going to happen? They were going to go along with this shit? That's scary that only one thing stopped this. Congress, the Senate, all these governors, unless you live in Florida or Texas, they got their shit together. Florida told OSHA to get the fuck out. We don't have to have you here. We can do what we want. We can manage ourselves. Is that still allowed? Do states still? I don't understand. Are Texas and Florida the only two states that know their power, that know who they are? You know, when some famous person gets pulled over, what they always say, do you know who I am? Well, do you know who you are, other 48 states? California doesn't. We lost our way a long time ago. I was talking to a buddy of mine at work, shout out to Eric, and he was saying it's possible that California could get flipped because people are going to get tired of this shit. And I said, man, that is going to be the flip of the century. If California gets flipped, anything's possible. We can fly. We can read people's minds. We can have superpowers. If California gets flipped to red, man, you better stick a mirror under my nose to make sure that I'm still breathing, because I'm about to pass the fuck out. I'll be happy, but I will pass out. I will faint. Somebody catch me. I don't see that shit happening, but hey, I'll take it. But this could be the catalyst for that. This could be the catalyst for a lot of change, but it is very, very sad that one court was the only thing that stopped this shit from going forward. If they're not looking out for us, who are they looking out for? Exactly, not us. So if I put you in there to look out for me and you're not looking out for me, what are you there for? You need to go. 2022 needs to be a mass change in the face of local and state government and federal. Because obviously none of them give a shit, because one court was the only thing that stopped all this. That is sad. That is scary. We are in trouble. But I tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to get in there with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.